For anyone on social media that's asked me how to get faster on the bike, this video is for you. Here's my top 6 tips for how to improve your speed on the bike. What's going on, guys? My name is Nick Walmas and I'm a Canadian Olympian and professional track cyclist. In today's video, we're gonna talk about my top tips to improve your speed on the bike. Now, quick disclaimer, I am not a coach. This is just a list of 6 tips that I come up with that I found help me in my own career for you to use in your training. Tip number 1, make sure your bike fits you properly. This is arguably one of the most important things if you want to go fast on your bike. I see so many people with their saddle sets way too high and way too low. Not only is this incredibly inefficient, but it's slowing you down and putting you at a higher risk for injury. Think of it a little bit like walking. You wouldn't want to walk like this, and you also wouldn't want to walk like this. You want to set your seat height to a pretty natural position where you're getting almost full extension. It's way more comfortable and also way more efficient. A good rule of thumb is to sit on your saddle and with your cranks positioned vertically, put your heel on top of your pedal. Your leg should be fully straight, and this should be a pretty close representation of where your saddle height should be set to. Tip number 2, join a cycling club or a training group. This one is invaluable to improving your speed on the bike. Not only is it gonna make your training way more fun, but it's gonna push you to the next level. This is one I found super helpful in my own career. Tip number 3, if you aren't already working with a coach, now might be a great time to do so. Everyone's needs are going to be different. They're going to help you identify your goals, give you feedback on your technique, and answer any questions you may have along the way. They'll help you build a structured training program that's just right for you. Tip number 4, core stability. Listen, if you want to be going fast on your bike, you need all the power you have being transferred into your pedals. You don't want to be wasting energy, being a noodle on the bike, and moving all around. You want all that power going directly into your pedals. Having a strong and stable core is going to help you do just that. Here are a couple of exercises that you can incorporate into your training to improve your core stability and power transfer. These are some of my favorite exercises to do before a training session to make sure my core is activated and ready to go for training. Tip number 5 is caffeine, and I think this is a pretty simple tip that we can all get on board with because what cyclist doesn't love a great cup of coffee? Now, caffeine is a supplement that's been proven time and time again to increase your performance on the bike. So much so that between 1984 and 2004, high levels of caffeine were actually banned by WADA. How much caffeine do you need to see a boost? Well, some experts agree that a regular double shot of espresso is enough to see an increase in performance. If coffee's not your thing, perhaps you can give a try to something like gels, drink mixes, or even caffeine pills. My go-to before training and racing is always a flat white. Tip number 6, quality over quantity. This one's pretty simple. Of course, there's going to be times in your training where you need to add volume and have that fatigue, but you need to make sure that you're allowing yourself lots and lots of time to recover to get the most out of your next training session. I'll leave you with this. Trust the process because good things take time. Cycling is an incredibly difficult sport and you're not going to see dramatic increases after only a few training sessions. But if you follow these tips, you're going to have an advantage over all of your competitors. If you found these tips helpful and you want to see more videos like it, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.